Class, today we will start with the chapter fractions, that is lesson 5 in your book. So lesson 5, fractions. Now before I start with the chapter, let us understand what fraction is. Now fraction means to represent a number that expresses something less than 1. So it means to represent a number that will express something that is less than 1. So let me take one example. Suppose you have a cake, one cake, you have two cakes, you have three cakes, and so on. So you can count the number of cakes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. But what about the way if you want to say something less than 1? Suppose only you have one cake, so how you will show a number that is less than 1? So suppose I divide this cake into two equal parts, then this part will become the half of the cake, and this also will be the half of the cake. So this half is a fraction which represents a number that is less than 1. Suppose I divide this one circle into four equal parts, then each part will be 1/4 of the circle. So this 1/4 is a fraction which represents a number that is less than 1. So I can say that fraction means part of a whole. Whole means the entire figure, part of a whole. It's a part of a whole means this is one part out of total two parts when I divided this cake into two parts. So one part out of total two parts, while this is one part out of total four parts. So one part out of total four parts, one part out of total four parts. Now let me take one more example. Suppose you have ordered a pizza from the market. Okay, now you also have a friend to share with. Suppose when you get the pizza, suppose it has four pieces. It has four pieces, and you give one piece to your friend. So how much you have given to your friend? You have given one part out of total four parts of the pizza, and this 1/4 is less than 1 because you had only one pizza. Now suppose in the pizza you have 8 parts. You have 8 parts. So I have divided this pizza into 8 parts, and you give this part to your friend, this part to your friend, and this part also to your friend. So how much you have given to your friend? You have given 3 parts out of total 8 parts. So this 3/8 is a fraction, and it represents a number which is less than 1. Now in a fraction, as you can see, there is a number on the top and there is a number at the bottom, and in between you have a bar. This is called fraction bar. This is called fraction bar, and the number on the top is called numerator, and the number down is called denominator. So what is a fraction? Fraction means a part of a whole, or it represents a number which is less than 1. So it has two parts. The upper part is known as the numerator, and the down part is called denominator, and in between you have a bar which is called fraction bar. Class, now let's come to the exercise 5A, and I start with the first sum, which you are given some figures, and they're asking you to write the fraction representing the shaded portion. Here you can see some figures are drawn and some of its parts are shaded, so you have to write a fraction for that. So in this, as you can see, so I told you that what is fraction? It's part divided by whole, part upon whole. So for I will see how many parts are shaded in this. So there are 3 parts which are shaded in this, and total number of parts are 4. So 3 parts out of total 4 parts are shaded. Now in this, in this triangle, how many parts the figure is divided into? It is 4 parts. So total 4 parts are there, and how many are shaded? 1 is shaded. Now in this triangle, there are total 3 parts, and how many are shaded? 2 are shaded. So 2 parts out of total 3 parts are shaded. Now in this flower, there are how many parts? There are 8 parts, and how many are shaded? 1 2 3, 3 are shaded. So the fraction is 3 by 8. So 3 parts out of total 8 parts are shaded. Class, now come to the second question. In the second question, they have given you a figure like this, and they're asking you to shade 4 by 9. Means there are total 9 parts, and I have to shade how many? I have to shade 4 parts. So any 4 parts you can shade. So this will show the figure fraction 4 by 9, that the 4 parts are shaded out of total 9 parts. Now in the third question, they have given you a figure like this. They have given you a rectangle like this, and they are saying that this represents the fraction 1 by 4. Means one part is colored, shaded out of total 4 parts, but they are asking you that there is an error in it, and I have to identify it. Means there is one mistake in it which I have to identify. So what is the mistake in this? That this figure is divided into 4 parts, but the 4 parts are not equally divided. So what the mistake is, that the parts are not equally divided, but in a fraction the parts should be equally divided. So in this you can see these 2 parts are smaller and these 2 parts are bigger. So this figure is not equally divided into 4 parts. So this is the error in it. Now the fourth question says they have given you the fractions in words, and you have to write them as fractions like 3/4. So this first word will become the numerator. It shows the numerator, and the second word shows the denominator. So 3/4, 3/4. Now 4 7. So first word is the numerator, and the second word is the denominator. 4 7s. Now 2/5. So first word is the numerator, and the second word is the denominator. So 2/5. Now students, come to the seventh question. As in the fourth question, they had given you the fractions in words, and we were to write in them as fractions. But in the seventh question, they have given you the fractions. They have given you fractions, and we have to write them in words. Write fractional number in words. So we have to write them in words. So these are not there. This is there, but this is not there in among the questions. So what you will write as 1/2, you will write this as 1/2. You can write this as 1/2, and this you can write as 1/3. So 1/3. The first number, this first word represents the numerator, and the second word represents the denominator. The first is for numerator and the second is for denominator. Now how you will write 2 3? So you will write this as 2/3. 3 I told you to write as third. 2/3, 1/3, 1/2. Now for this you will write 4/9. NINTHS. You add THS to it. This also 7/10 means to the denominator you add THS, and then this will become 3/8. THS you will add at the end. Only this 2 denominator is half, this 3 denominator is third. The rest of the numbers as a denominator you add THS to them. 9s, 10s, 8s, and if you have 5/11, so this will become 5/11. THS. So this is how we write the fraction in words. Now question number 8 says, what fraction of an hour is 24 minutes? Now first of all, you can see this is an hour and this is 24 minutes. So the units are not same. An hour means 1 hour. So I will write this as 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes and this is 24 minutes. So I have made the units same. So hour means 60 minutes and 24 minutes. So what fraction of 60 minutes is 24 minutes? Means जो 24 minutes है वो 60 minutes का कितना fraction है? How much fraction 24 minutes make with 60 minutes? So what I'll do, I told you what is fraction. Fraction is part upon whole. So how I will write this? I will say 24 minutes I have to make a fraction with 60 minutes out of 60 minutes. So 24 minutes out of 60 minutes. So first of all, I'll convert this hours into minutes. An hour means 1 hour, so 1 hour means 60 minutes. And to make a fraction, so I will write this in this form. So 24 minutes out of 60 minutes. So what fraction this makes? 24 upon 60. Now I can simplify it, I can reduce it, like I can say both of them goes on the table of 12. So 12 2s are 24 and 12 5s are 60. So what is your fraction? Answer, it is 2/5. So what fraction is 24 minutes of 60 minutes? It is 2/5. Now the 9th question, which says how many natural numbers are there from 2 to 10? Now if I start my counting from 2 and till 10, they are asking you how many natural numbers are there. So how many natural numbers are there? So what are first natural numbers? Natural numbers are your counting numbers. You start the counting from 1, 1 2 3 4, and no end to the numbers. So all these are your natural numbers. So they are asking you how many natural numbers are there from beginning from 2 till 10. So from 2 to 10, how many natural numbers are there? There are 9 natural numbers. 1 2 3 4 6 7 8 9. So there are 9 natural numbers, and they're asking you what fraction of them are prime numbers. Now out of this they are asking how many prime numbers are there and what fraction it makes with natural numbers from 2 to 10. So first of all, what are prime numbers? Let us recall what prime numbers are. You have already read this in your previous class. So prime numbers are those numbers which have only 2 factors. Number 1 and itself, means they get divided by only 1 and itself. Like number 2, it has only 2 factors, 1 and 2, right? Like number 3, it has only 2 factors, 1 and 3. It goes on, it can be divided by 1 only and 3 only. Like 4, how many factors it has? It goes on the table of 1 also, 2 also, and 4 also. So this is not a prime number because it has more than 2 factors. Now come to the number 5. 5 can be divided only by 1 and itself, 1 and 5. So which are the prime numbers in this? 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, and 7 is a prime number. Any other prime number? No. So how many prime numbers are there from 2 to 10? There are 4 prime numbers, 1 2 3 4. So there are 4 prime numbers. And how many natural numbers are there from 2 to 10? It's 9. And they are asking you what fraction the prime numbers make of these natural numbers from 2 to 10. So I told you what is a fraction. It's a part over whole. So how many prime numbers are there? So there are 4 prime numbers and whole. And how many total natural numbers are there from 2 to 10? 9. So this is my answer, that there are 4 prime numbers out of total 9 natural numbers from 2 to 10. Now let's solve the 10th question. In this you are asked to determine 2/3 of 15 pence. Now how to solve this? Now I have to find how many pence are 2/3 of 15 pence. So how I will find this? 2/3 of means multiply 15. So you cancel them. 3 ones are 3, 3 fives are 15, and your answer will be 5 multiplied by 2 is 10 pence. So how much is 2/3 of 15 pence? It is 10 pence. Now the second part says 2/3 of 27 balls. So 2/3 of means multiply 27. So 3 nines are 27, and 9 multiplied by 2 is 18. So 18 balls is 2/3 of 27 balls. Now come to the 11th question. It's the same. You have to find 3/4 of 16 cups. So 3/4 of 16 cups. So 4 fours are 16, and you multiply 4 into 3 is 12. So your answer is 12 cups. Now 3/4 of 32 books. So 4 eights are 32, and 8 multiplied by 3 is 24. So 8 threes are 24 books is what? 3/4 of 32 books is what? 24 books. Now question number 12. In question number 12, they have asked you to solve a problem which says Neelam has 25 pencils. So Neelam has how many pencils? She has total 25 pencils, and she gives to Meena. How much she gives? She gives 4 by 5 of them. It's written 4 by 5 of them. Them means the pencils she had. So it means that she has given 4 by 5 of 25 pencils to Meena. Now in the previous question I told you how to solve this. When you have 4 of, so 4 by 5 multiplied by 25 means 5 fives are 25, 5 fours are 20 pencils. So how many pencils she has given to Meena? She has given 4 by 5, 4/5 of 25 pencils to Meena, which comes to 20 pencils. So she has given 20 pencils to Meena, and they are asking you how many pencils are left with Neelam. Now Neelam had 25 pencils, out of which she has given 20 pencils to Meena. So Neelam had 25 pencils. She has given 20 to Meena. So how much she's left with? She is left with 5 pencils. Now come to the 13th question. In the 13th question, they are asking you to represent the given fractions on a number line. So I will show these fractions which are given on a number line. So how to show them? First of all, I will draw a number line. Okay, and I'll start from 0. Now look at the denominator. It's 8. It means that I will divide this number line into 8 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 5, 6, 7, 8, and that eighth part will be my 1. From 0 to 1, I have to divide this number line into 8 equal parts. Why 8? Because my denominator is 8. Now the first part will be 1 by 8, because after 0 comes 1, 2 by 8, 3 by 8, 4 by 8, 5 by 8, 6 by 8, 7 by 8, and this will be 8 by 8, or you can say 1. Now I have to represent 3 by 8, and where is 3 by 8? This is 3 by 8, so you can say this is 3 by 8. Now come to the next the second part, 5 by 9. So I will draw a number line, start from 0, and what is the denominator? It's 9. It means I will divide this number line into 9 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this ninth part will be my 1. From 0 to 1, I have divided this number line into 9 equal parts because 9 is the denominator. Now the first part after 0 is 1 by 9, 2 by 9, 3 by 9, 4 by 9, 5 by 9, 6 by 9, 7 by 9, 8 by 9, and this will be 9 by 9, or you can say 1. And I have to show 5 by 9, so this is my 5 by 9. Now let's take one more example. So I'll start this from 0. Now into how many parts I will divide this number line? I will divide this number line into 7 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this will be my 1. Why 7 parts? Because the denominator is 7. So the part after 0 will be 1 by 7, 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7, and this will be 7 by 7, or you can say 1. And where is 4 by 7? This is 4 by 7.